Hello everybody, welcome back to Mackenzie Woodworking. So we're doing a box today for one of our fur babies. Here it is here to put her cookies in. So what we're starting in with is a laminate block, and this is 8 inches by 5.5 or 6, and we have 6 laminations on it, and I'm using cedar and cypress, which is yellow cedar. So I've just made a bit of a plan there, and use a jam jar to make the ends, and I'll cut that out of graph paper and it's glued to the block. And I'm wanting it to look like a dog biscuit as well, so we'll cut the outside on the bandsaw, and I've already squared off the bottoms and made sure that the box is parallel to the blade and 90 degrees, so that it slides up like that. If you're on an angle and it's not 90 degrees, take the time to set up your saw, because it'll be hard to make everything else fit properly. So I'm just going to sort of give it a rough sand on the outside and make sure that the shape is right, and I'm happy with it. And now we will cut the top and the bottom off. So there's the bottom, and I'm making a 3/8 line, and I'm just using my finger as a guide there to make a mark. I've set up the fence of my saw, and it's a good fence, but I'm taking off 3/8 top and bottom. And a lot of people would want to just take off both pieces off the bottom slicing, but don't do that, because you want the thing with these bandsaw boxes, which is really nice, is that the grain matches. And so whenever I laminate them back on, I'll make some reference marks which way they came off, and when they get glued back on, it'll be hard to see the difference from where they're taken off and put back on. So this is the top, and I'm just pushing it through. And I like to use cedar when I'm doing these bigger boxes, because it saws up nicely. And there's my reference marks for the top and the bottom. So what I've done is just put the pieces on, and then I'll mark top. And I'm just going to leave the paper on it that I've glued on. And the same thing, so this is about 1/4 inch. And if you don't have a real powerful bandsaw and you don't want to do all these curves or anything on the inside, yes, you don't have to follow the contour. I do. But if you're going to do one of these projects for yourself, you may want to just cut it out square or whatever, it's easier for you. But I'm just following around 1/4 inch. And then my inlet cut, because what we want to do is take the chord of this, so our inlet cut will be running with the grain, the top corner, and I'll be coming right in on that corner. And what I try and do is find a dark spot where I can follow the grain to the inside into the curve that I can pull out, because if it's dark, whenever it gets glued up, you won't notice the cut line. And I'll just follow all the way along. And this is where I make sure that my blade is really nice and taut. Really tighten it up, and because you're doing some curves and stuff. There we go. We can pull that right up, right out, and there's the core. And if you want to make 2 boxes, you've got a pattern. I could keep cutting that down, but and the glue joint would be there. So here I am gluing up the joint, and what I do is put a little bit of glue on and wait a couple of minutes and just let the glue dry like a sizing, and then I put some more glue on it, and what I use is a band clamp. So I just put a band clamp on it, and then once I get it in place, and then I'll put a couple of small bar clamps on it. So I fashioned out, and I took a dog biscuit and just traced it onto a piece of maple, and cut it out and put a flat bottom on it. I took about a quarter of an inch off the bottom of the dog biscuits. And here I am, I just cut a couple of nails and use the nails as a drill as well, so I cut the ends off the nails and I'll just cut them size, so I push them in and then I'll just nip them off, so there's about a quarter of an inch protruding through the bottom. I've already made a line on the center of the paper on the top, and I'll just make a couple of marks with the nails. And then once I have that, I can just make holes, and then I can just pop that in, and the nails will act as a dowel. So they're just basically a metal dowel. And I use a nail as a drill bit as well. So I just nip the end off and use that, and I'll just do it as a test here. And you can see it goes in quite nice and easy. And whenever it comes time to gluing that on, what I'll do is I'll glue the pins into the top of the handle. I gave it a good sand on the inside. It's a lot easier to sand now without the top and the bottom on. So here I am, so it's inverted now. I'm looking through the bottom of it, and I'm going to, I laid this on the top, and I'm just going along with a pencil, and I'll mark all along the inner side of the top. You can see there's the mark all the way along. It's a quarter inch in. And then I'll lay that on a piece of a quarter inch plywood. And I want the good side visible. So I've laid that on. I'll take that over the bandsaw and I cut it off. And that will be glued in to my pencil marks, and I'll just lay my box over as a reference to make sure it's exactly in the right spot. And then I can just put some glue on that and put it down, and just use some spring clamps to bond that on. And I'll leave that for a couple hours before I proceed on anything else. And what that does, it centers the top. So whenever you put the top on, it's going to center it, and it's not going to flop all over the place. I've done 3 or 4 of these. People really like these little boxes for their dog biscuits. They can put them in on the counters and stuff. And everybody knows what they are right away as soon as they see the handle. And I'll just make sure I'm just checking my reference marks there on the side, making sure they're in the right place. And I'll put that down, just hold it in, pull it off, and just held on with some spring clamps. And just put some glue, and I'll put the bottom on. And I've made sure that the inside is sanded nice and smooth. And after a couple hours that the bottom had a chance to set, I'm just giving a final hand sand on the outside. And there it is. And you can see that it's, and I've got the handle on. And I give anything that has to be food safe, I use just mineral oil, just normal mineral oil, and the best place to get it is at your drugstore or pharmacy. It's inexpensive, and it's food safe, and I really put this on thick. I'll put 3 coats on it, and then I'll give it a light coat of wax. Nothing on the inside, just on the outside and the lid, and really give that a saturation. And then I'll come back and wipe the excess off, and then give it again. So we'll just try that for size. Wrong way. There you go. Should keep the fur babies happy. So if you have and I'm just waiting for this dry, and I'll give it another coat of wax, and you can see the biscuits on the inside. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a nice way to use up some small scrap pieces of wood that you've been saving up, and you can do a bunch of laminations and do this. These are great gifts or to sell at a market. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe. We're so close to getting over the hump. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd like to see built, please give us a shout, send us a line, and we'll get back to you. But we have some neat stuff coming up. So if you have a puppy at home, you may want to make one of these. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next video.